Hey, what's up, Entre Team? I'm going to be real quick with your time here. I just wanted to shoot a quick video to talk about the fact that it's the holidays, and I know that during the holidays, sales can be a little bit of a challenge. I think a lot of that is in our own mind. I think a lot of that is also in the mind of the buyer. I'm not saying it's not a real thing, but it's definitely a thing that we create in our minds much more than being a function of like actual circumstances. You know, the main things you hear, people say that they're, it's busy and hectic because it's the holidays, and also that they're tight on money. And basically, I would say here's two general angles that I would take on attacking all obstacles and excuses and objections that are holiday related. First of all, Jeff got started. I mean, they're already pretty indoctrinated in my story. The reality is I bought my very first internet marketing training program the week before Thanksgiving. It was the third week of November in 2008 is when I got started. And the bottom line is if I had decided to wait, I shudder to think at where my life would be. But it certainly wouldn't, everything that played out in the next 11 years was able to start because I took action when I took action. To think that, I could have just waited a week, or I could have waited a month, or I could have waited till after the first of the year, that's naive. Honestly, that's impoverished mindset behavior. I sent you guys the quote from Jack Ma about how poor people's lives are about waiting. That it really is. It's always poverty mindset behavior to wait and think that there's going to be a better time. But here's why that is especially true during the holidays. Generally, the reason why people have stress during the holidays, because first of all, it's not actually true. They actually have more time during the holidays. Holidays is when it's expected that they're going to be taking vacations. It's expected that they're going to be having family events and family occurrences that interfere with work. Like their employers are already going to be more tolerant and more wired to recognize that they're going to need more flexibility this time of year. They get bonuses this time of year. If they're financially stressed this time of year, any financial strain any time of year should only be a reminder to them of why they absolutely need to take action and get out of the suck hole of life, or whatever you call it, a quagmire. I don't know what word I'm looking for, but basically this aspect of life, they're like, I don't have money, so I can't buy the training. Well, as I say, never let the reason why you need to do something be the thing that stops you from doing it. If it's the holidays and you feel like you don't have money, let the holidays be the reinforcement that you need of how badly you need to do this. Because how much would the holidays be more fun if next time you didn't have this money shortage and you didn't have this, what you call as a time shortage because of your work or because of your family or whatever. Like, you've got all these reasons being put on you right now to tell you this is why you need to do this, and you're fighting them and saying, no, I'll do it later. Well, if you're not able to take action right now when these reasons are as clear and present and heavy upon you as they'll ever be, do you really think you're going to be ready to take action when you're less stressed out and you're less financially strained and you're less busy and life is less hectic? No, it's an excuse. You're using the reasons why you absolutely need to do this as the reasons why you can't do it. This is why fat people don't go to the gym. It's why depressed people don't go to their therapy appointments. And it's why you're not buying this training to get started now. If Jeff had taken the same attitude about the holidays in 2008 that you're talking about taking right now, his life would probably still suck. Now, that's all kind of some good, fun, aggressive talk. But if you want something that goes a little bit deeper, this is what I would say to people. I would say, listen, for most people, the holidays are the most ritualized, pattern-based time of their life. It's the time when old traditions, old learned behaviors, our, stuff from our childhood, stuff from our family, it all bubbles up. We think we're stressed because we're short on money. We think we're stressed because we're short on time. We're actually stressed because we've learned culturally, socially, and familially that this is a stressful time. So if you've never heard of a pattern interrupt, let me share with you what a pattern interrupt is. A pattern interrupt is something that happens in psychology when you find yourself caught in a pattern. One of the things they teach you in behavioral therapy, cognitive behavioral therapy, is to interrupt your patterns. And the more embedded, the more entrenched you are in a certain pattern, the more important it is to interrupt the pattern. So you actually have a unique opportunity that only comes up once a year, one season per year, which is I'm in the habit loop. I'm in the deeply embedded, lifelong pattern of having certain emotions and certain sensations around the holidays. When January comes and it's not the holidays anymore, and you say, "Oh, I won't be stressed out then. I won't be hectic then. I won't be feeling the pressure then," what'll have happened is you'll be out of the pattern, which means you won't be able to interrupt the pattern, which means you will have missed an opportunity to do one of the most powerful, therapeutically beneficial things that you can do in your life, which is to interrupt a pattern. So right now, in this moment, whether it's Thanksgiving, the day after Thanksgiving, 2 weeks before Christmas, whatever it is, I want you to sit here for a minute and I want you to feel the stress and I want you to feel the feelings. I want you to feel the anxiety and the frenzy and the pain and the sadness and the fear and whatever feelings you're having right now. I want you to feel them as intensely as possible, because that's not really your life. That's just your pattern. That's just your habit. So let it steep for a minute. Feel it. Now break it. Break the pattern right now, because you won't get this chance again until next year this time. Break the pattern now. Get out your credit card. Go talk to your wife or husband. Get at your computer. Do whatever you have to do to take a stand, to boldly declare in your own life that I will no longer be a victim of my past conditioning. Instead, I will become a champion of my present ability to make decisions, break patterns, and establish a new trajectory for my life. It is so important to your life, you, Mr. Prospect, that right now, during these holidays, while you're going through this emotional, neurological pattern, while you're feeling feelings and having thoughts that are not even your own, that you take an action that is your own, so that you can set a new direction and a new intention for your life. First and foremost, which is, I will no longer let past conditioning, past beliefs, and the inculcations of other people determine how I feel and how I behave in this world. That is a radical new possibility for your life that exists right now. And every second you delay increases the likelihood that you will live the rest of your life without ever breaking this pattern. Make sense? Let me know how those conversations go, team. Appreciate you guys.